7 is the number of completeness. It says in Genesis that it took 7 days for God to create.
We are 7 young people with different backgrounds.
Perspectives.
Opinions.
Struggles.
Successes.
With God, we are 7.
Hello and welcome to We Got Next. Today we will be with my boy right here, my close friend Victor, and we will be figuring out what Victor does and what he inspires to be in the future. So, Victor.
Thank you very much, man. So as I've been working on my fitness channel for fitness specifically. It's been a journey. I'm not there yet, complete. I'm just working on a few videos right now and trying to get everything going.
So my first question is, who is Victor? What is your background? What is your everything else?
That's a good question. So as he said, my name is Victor Mwaura. I'm from Lowell, Massachusetts. And basically, my whole life has been involved in being active. So pretty much I've always been like a basketball player. And, when I finished high school, I decided, that I need to figure out what I need to do so that I can make a career out of it. And, fitness wasn't my first choice, but, eventually it came along the road and I decided, to pursue this career. And I figured, on the side, as I'm doing personal training, that I can also, record some videos for those who aren't familiar with working out or familiar with exercise, so I can, not only help people in my community, but help people all around the world.
So you said you make you're a personal trainer. Is your goal in personal training to help someone become more cut, or to bulk up, or are you more of a CrossFit trainer?
So I would say it depends on the client. Pretty much different people have different needs, different goals. So even before we even do anything physical, I would always have like a fitness assessment just to get to know them, see what they're capable of already physically. And then that way I can be able to create and design like a workout program for their goals and their needs. But I would always ask my clients what is their goals, so that way I can, help them and show them different techniques and different forms and different compound exercises for them to like reach that goal as quickly as possible.
So you said you were in high school, you were always active and stuff like that. Is there anything in the Bible that helped inspire you to become the Victor you are today, to help form and put you together?
That's a good question, man. So, if I was to say anything about the Bible, I would pretty much just say, like the way I'll use Jesus Christ as the example, just because of the way he persevered through trials and tribulations, even after, when people said that, questioning if he was like the true Messiah, if he really is capable of doing what he says that he's capable of doing. So I use that example to like fuel me, because, there'll be some days or some moments where, I might go into work and might not feel motivated. But at the end of the day, I know there's other people who are relying on me, to bring in 110%, just because, they are coming to me for help. So I didn't only just want to help the people in my community. That's why I always wanted to do something, that I can be posting on social media, that, other people who might not look like me, young, old, people with disabilities, that, exercise is for everyone, regardless of any disabilities you have, regardless of who says what. And that's what I try to be, that figure and I'll just say Jesus Christ as the example.
Now, quick question: would you try to say you're trying to work out to get that Samson strength? We want to have that David one-hit strength.
I mean, the Samson strength wouldn't be bad. I would say I'm trying to be as strong as Superman, but in the same time,
You a DC person?
DC, Marvel,
Come
but
on,
Superman
bro.
is
the Hulk. It's maybe the Hulk.
You're right. But Superman can fly.
Hulk could jump.
Yeah, so I think he has a little bit more attributes. So I think that's why I'm leaning more towards the Superman. But in terms of Samson, yeah, I would definitely say might not be as strong as Samson, but I want to be as fit as possible. So I want to live a long life, and I know that exercise and the proper nutrition and recovery is gonna help me in the long run.
So you mentioned your personal training. So are you self-employed, or do you work for a gym? And where would that be?
Yeah, so currently I work for a gym. I'm a certified personal trainer in Lowell, Massachusetts. I work at Choice Fitness in Lowell. I've been working there for a year, so pretty much the manager there, he's been there for like 4 years, 5 years, so he's definitely helped me, giving me the knowledge that I have today, and I'm still always learning. So I'm always on my feet, always, trying to learn more, trying to learn new exercises, different techniques, trying to hit the muscles at a different angle. So, yeah.
So now that you mentioned that, you mentioned you also have a YouTube channel. Do you have anything posted yet, or how is that going along?
In the works. So currently, right now, I have recorded about 3 videos. My last video was on Friday, and then my next video will be this week on Thursday. So pretty much, I'm trying to average like 1 video per week at least, and then I'm also trying to learn how to edit. And once I get that going, I'll be able to, finalize the final content and then push everything through social media. But at first, I wanted to get more content because I don't just want to post something and then not post something again for another whole month or 2 months. I want to be consistent, so that way.
You could brand out.
Exactly.
Marketing.
Exactly. But it will be coming soon. But I'll definitely keep you updated on that.
Wait, so would you have any merch? Like, what is your? Do you have like your own brand name for yourself?
Yes. So my childhood nickname is Gala.
Okay.
Gala.
Okay.
It's just the nickname that I've been given by one of my friends, a good friend of mine. And I decided, because eventually I want to start my own gym. So eventually I believe that gym would also be called Gala Fitness. And then I can also use the G as like a brand similar to like Gatorade, but it's going to be different.
Copyright.
So my brand is going to be, it's going to be established. It's going to be, what I'm saying. I'm not going to copy anything from Gatorade, but at the same time, like what they're doing, they have so many different products, and that's what I kind of want to visit myself as, not just as gym attire, but also as like belts, wrist straps, knee sleeves, all that good stuff. So that's a very good question, but it's also in the works as well, I would say.
So do you do the video editing yourself and recording, or do you have someone that helps you? Like, are you starting to like get people with you to help build you up? And how many clients would you say you have? Yeah,
so the biggest problem that I've found about this fitness channel is finding someone who can help me record. Just because in the beginning I tried to record it myself, but then I found that I couldn't really multitask or focus on
both
the exercise and also finding the right angles and all that. But God gave me, a cameraman. He just, one day I was just, in the store, and then I just saw him. He was like, "Hey, I'm a photographer. We can definitely work." And matter of fact, he's a member at Choice Fitness, so it kind of all worked out. So he's definitely been helping me that as the cameraman. And in terms of clients, at first I've had a few clients just because I was new.
Yes.
But now, because the manager who was there at Choice Fitness, he's no longer there.
Okay.
So pretty much all of his clients are now being transferred to mine.
Oh, that's a
So
blessing.
now my calendar is completely booked. So that's also a blessing because I knew eventually I was going to get to that position.
Yes.
But I didn't know it was going to be like happen that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, if everything works well, man, I'm just praying that, you know, I'll be in a better position than I am now in the next few months and hopefully get the manager position as well.
Manager of the gym?
Yes, sir.
You wanna? Oh, you wanna run the gym? Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
So, are there any people that are interested that are tuning in that workout? Would you say what's your go-to not prep meal, but like like I have like the pre-workout? Is there anything that works out for you and that you recommend to your clients that you can recommend to anybody else?
Me specifically or
Well-
for both?
Both that work out for you and work that you recommend to your clients.
In terms of nutrition?
Yeah, what you would recommend to them to take before they come to the gym.
Before they're working out. Yeah, so I'll definitely say always have something in your system in terms of, you know, food, so that way you can have fuel for the workout. Because one of the worst things is that you don't want to start a workout, especially if you're doing 7 or 9 exercises and you don't have anything in your, you know, in your stomach. You always at least want to have some carbohydrates, just because, you know, they add fuel for the muscle cells, so that way it can able to help you with your performance. And I would definitely say in terms of if you want like an additional booster, probably do a pre-workout.
Yes.
At least 30 minutes before. I know some people dry scoop it. I know
that's
it might
hard.
not be
It's dry. It's
dry
dry.
scoop, but I know there's definitely like a different product that has
Yes.
like the liquid, like the C4. So if you're a fan of pre-workout, definitely take it. But at the same time, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it all the time, just because your body can be dependent of it. And then when you do work out without it, you might not feel the same, or even might not even complete the workout, just because you feel like you need that in order to work out. So I'll definitely say eat before your workout.
Yes.
Doesn't have to be anything too crazy. Stick to something that's a little bit more healthier instead of greasy or fast food. And then after your workout, you definitely want to consume some protein or something, just because your body is in a vulnerable state after you exercise. Because keep in mind, you know, you are tearing the muscle fibers a little bit.
Yes.
And then, you know, after you recover, the body is going to get stronger and it's going to adapt. So definitely before, take something to eat. And then after, definitely take something to eat as well. And then the pre-workout, you can use that before.
So you mentioned that your calendar is full. Now I know you work out yourself. How do you set yourself up in timing so that you can have the best of both worlds for your personal life and then your business life?
Good question. So the thing about personal trainers is that you are going to wake up very early and you might leave. You might do like a 10 or 12-hour shift. So I know some trainers who be working out in between their shifts before the next client. But for me, I don't think I can do that, just because I might feel exhausted.
That's true.
So I always save the workout for after my shift, or after I see all my clients. So pretty much that looks like around 7, 8 o'clock nighttime, I would say.
I see on Snapchat you waking up you in the gym at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, some days I'll be waking up 6 in the morning. Might even be 5:30 in the morning. I have to be there. It's kind of funny because I've never been a morning person, but now it's getting better. Now I would say, you know, even on maybe Saturdays or Sundays, I might even sleep in a little bit. But now I'm waking up way earlier than my alarm. So I think it's becoming like a habit naturally, and I think it's a good thing. So whenever I'm working out, I'm definitely working out at night, I would say.
So we spoke last night about there was a big event, boxing match and UFC fight that took place. Do you envision in your people coming to your gym that eventually could get to that tier of they go to your gym to use it as ways to help them progress into either the boxing world or the UFC world?
Most definitely. You know, I want to create an atmosphere where anybody can go into the gym, and it can be professional athletes, it can be beginners, it can be intermediate. Pretty much, I want to create an environment where, you know, you have the right to be there just as anybody else does. And I feel like with the equipments that I'm going to be having, with the space that I'm also going to be having, why not? I feel like anybody can come in, UFC fighters or not. They can reach their goals and, just be as productive as possible, because I know a lot of people might not want to go into gym for so many hours. All you need is just 30 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, as long as you're productive. So I feel like as long as you have the right mindset, it doesn't matter where you go. As long as you have that work ethic, you can accomplish anything.
Do you see yourself staying in Lowell, or do you see yourself branching out and opening different businesses in different states?
I see myself branching out of Lowell. The great thing, that's a great question, because I just allow God to just say whatever you're gonna do, allow me to do it. I know that He has the plans for my future.
Yes.
So I don't necessarily stress too much about it, but I do come across that thought. And I do believe that I'm not just going to stay local. I'm also going to branch out. Where? I don't know. That's why I'm having my faith in God, and I'm just going to keep on trusting Him. But I'm confident. I'm very confident in Him. So
now, I'm sure I see your chain. You came from Africa. Do you see yourself going back to your country and building something also in your community where you came from?
Most definitely. Matter of fact, it's in the works. So I remember
in the
when
works.
In the works.
Okay,
in the works.
okay.
So when I was born in Kenya. I
Yes.
was born in Nairobi, Kenya. I came here when I was 3, and then I went back to Kenya.
Okay.
Last year in November for about 10 days. It was short. I went with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a lot of things that we wanted to get accomplished. We wanted to go see family members. She had a few lands that she wanted to go check out.
Okay.
A few places that she wanted to invest. And she gave me the idea that I can also invest in a up and coming town. If you were to go there right now, there's literally just dirt. There's nothing, no buildings, nothing.
Just open land?
Exactly. So she gave me the idea that, the next 5 or 8 years, this is going to be a whole city.
Okay.
So she gave me the idea of just, putting money down and starting my own gym over there in Kenya. So I said, okay. I'm down. And then I asked her how much it would be. She told me the price, and I was like, okay, I don't know how that's going to work. But the good thing about her is that, she always push me, always give me a reminder.
Yes.
Hey, you need to stay on top of this. Otherwise, they're going to start calling you saying, hey, where's the money?
Yes.
But it is in the works, most
Okay.
definitely, because, Kenya have a lot of family, relatives, more
Yes.
than I do here. And, over there in Kenya specifically, exercise is kind of like a new thing. I wouldn't say they prioritize it. There is sports, they love soccer, but exercises in terms of seeing a lot of people going there daily,
Yes.
it's not really like their main focus, just because they have a lot of parties.
Mm-hmm.
So I would definitely love to bring, a gymnasium there in Kenya.
That's interesting. Now, do you have any other ventures that you would like to pursue aside from personal training?
So currently I'm doing personal training. I would just say all good things for fitness. So I'm really trying to prioritize and focus my time in there, just because I know that is an area that I feel most comfortable in and have a little bit more knowledge compared to other things. But who knows? Like I said earlier, I'm putting my faith in God, and you never know. Next year, it can be a different story. But I do vision myself in the fitness world. Some way or somehow.
I see you want to make your own gym. Are you interested in making your own products is the question. And can I get a sample?
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. And yeah, man, since I know you, I've known you for a long time, so you're definitely going to be one of the first people to get one of the products, you know what I'm saying?
Remember that.
And it's going to be, I'm also going to be making it for casual wear. It's not just going to be for gym attire. So, I'm just having my faith in God, and I know it's going to be something great.
That's awesome. Okay, so we understand you are a personal trainer. In the Bible, it speaks about working out your spiritual health, your spiritual mind, being ready and fit in the spirit, so being strong. What are your thoughts on in the physical body? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so in the Bible, it talks about taking care of your spiritual health. And the way by doing that is by reading the Bible, surrounding yourself with other people who have the same mindset. And, that also requires a level of patience.
Yes.
And I believe it can also work in both ways. Physically, you're not going to be shredded or, reach your goals overnight. It takes time. That's why, whenever I ask someone who wants to do personal training, one-to-one sessions, I always ask them how committed you are. Just because that commitment is what's going to help you in the long run. So if you're not committed in the beginning, it's gonna be hard for you to follow through towards the end. You might even stop right in the middle. So I believe physically, you should always be aware of your surroundings. You shouldn't specifically put yourself in a place where is not godlike. You know what I'm saying? And, or put yourself in a situation that's going to make you choose a wrong thing over the right thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like if you're working out, don't go to no candy store.
Exactly. Or after your workout, you gotta eat something, or just don't go for like the junk food immediately, like Doritos or a bag of chips. You know what's right and what's wrong. So, but of course, temptation is always going to be there. But in the Bible, it always says that even though there's temptation, God always gives us like an escape route. You know. So I believe, physically, take care of your body in terms of, what you put into your body.
Yes.
And also the type of exercises that you also do. So I would also say, I would just say that, man. I would just say that.
Thank you so much, Victor, for coming along. That was very good back and forth question we had going. Before we leave, would you like to brand yourself, so like have a way people could contact you in case they're interested in what you do?
Yeah, so you can follow me on social media, Victor Mwaura. I'm on Twitter and Instagram. And pretty much, just stay on top of your nutrition. And, you don't always have to work out at the gym. You can always do some home workouts. It doesn't have to be 2 hours, 1 hour. It can even be something as quick as like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Just try to stay active and just keep on, feeding your mind spiritually, just because you don't want to just take care of your body, you also want to take care of your spiritual health as well. So always read the Bible, go to church, and, just continue to spread the good news of God.
So, Mike, before we officially close, do you have an idea what when the first video or installment, and what's the name of the YouTube channel you will have? As of right now, it will be to be determined or to be announced. I would say probably at the end of the month, but I'll definitely keep you guys updated and posted, and just stay tuned. But as soon as everything is up and running, I'll make sure you guys will be the first ones to know that everything is there. Thank you. It's been Victor. I'm Manny, and thank you. We got next. Peace. Bye.
Good, good.